I was recently in Japan. Started in Tokyo, went all the way down to Kyoto, Nagoya, etc. But the most fun was a place called Maka Honten. I think I'd had something to drink at the time. And then right behind me, there's a whole bunch of guys in there who were totally crushed with beer. And we had a really good time. Now, the other thing about it that was really great was the chicken wings. So, as with many recipes from Japan, they start with a basic sauce or combination. This one uses sake, which is typical, soy sauce, sugar, also typical, a little garlic, ginger. And we'll just heat that long enough to dissolve the sugar. One of the great base recipes in Japanese cooking is equal parts mirin, sake, and soy sauce, and then usually a little bit of sugar. You sort of get the hang of that and realize that there's this basic continuity among recipes. So that's dissolved, and we'll just let that sit. Spice mixture is next. We're going to use white peppercorns, salt, sugar, and black peppercorns as well. And then we're going to process. So that looks pretty nicely ground. We're going to save a tablespoon and a half of this, and the rest goes in there. We have the spice mixture, and we have potato starch. The trick with this recipe, the two things. You want to get a super crispy outside. You don't want flabby skin. And you want the skin to be super thin as well. Potato starch is one of the things we found that was really helpful. So now we have enough coating. We divided this in two because you can only handle so many wings at one time in a Dutch oven. This oil needs to be about 320. Now we're going to do, instead of as with French fries, we're going to do two sets of frying. One is going to be at 320, and then we'll come back and do it at 350. The edges are turning a little brown, you can see. So we'll take those out. Now, we'll go ahead and cook the second batch again, like we did the first batch at 320. And then when we're done with that, we're going to come back and do the second fry of the first batch. Now, the second fry is going to be at 350, so you're going to want to increase the heat and get the temperature up to about 350, just like you would with doing French fries. Heat off, take the ginger and garlic out. The sauce is really a classic, and that is a typical sauce used in thousands of recipes in Japan. Sauce, and you brush the chicken when it comes out of the hot oil on both sides, and then sprinkle a little bit of the spice. Now, what we should have is really thin, crispy skin and a ton of flavor on the outside. What I love is this doesn't get buried with a bunch of barbecue sauce or blue cheese. Really crisp skin, really good flavor. A little peppery on the outside, slightly sweet. I love that. You know, in most cultures, there's a nice interplay with spicy and slightly sweet. Or just stand here and eat a dozen of them.